Chalk up another first for Ford's Mustang. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us from Ford is Mustang Marketing Manager Jim Owens. Hi, Jim.
Well, good morning, and how are you doing today?
Doing great, thanks. Well, the Mustang GTD, an 815 horsepower beast, has logged quite an achievement in Germany. I'll let you give us the overview, Jim.
Yeah, and we're so excited to be on this morning. I've worked on four generations of Mustangs and worked for Carroll Shelby for 4 years directly before he passed away. And there are times when you look at things that Ford Motor Company and our performance team does, and you look at yourself and you go, "I can't believe we're doing this." It is an 815 horsepower car, top speed of 202 miles an hour. Active aero, active suspension, 325 tires on the front and 345s on the rear that take it to the Nürburgring, which is when you do sports cars globally, that is the place that you have to test and test well. And we're going to be the first North American vehicle to go sub 7 minutes at a 6:57 time, which puts it in the top five sports cars ever on the track and the first North American one. And we're very proud of it.
Well, congratulations. What were some of the biggest challenges that the team faced in achieving this milestone? This track is like crazy, right?
It is 72 turns. It is 12.9 plus kilometers. It is the longest road course in the world. And when you put a Mustang on there, and if you guys know a Mustang, it's a front engine car. And one of the things is weight balance. Like, how do you balance the weight? And so the engineering team, led by Greg Goodall and Todd Valentine and Pat Morgan, they moved the transaxle to the rear to make it a 50-50 balanced weight car. So while it's heavy Mustang, the Mustang we all come know and love, supercharged 5.2 liter V8 in the front, Tremec 8-speed transaxle in the rear. That was one thing that Larry Holt or Jim Farley had said, the wicked hard problem, and we overcame that weight distribution. Second one is downforce, right? Like the GT3 race car that this car is based off of has 1,500 plus pound-feet of downforce. We needed to generate enough downforce to be able to make that run, and we did using an active aero system, kind of like a DRS, if you will. And then finally, it's got to be the shoes, right? Spike Lee back in the day, working with Michelin and the Pilot Sport Cup 2s on the 325s and the 345s really helped us get there.
And you had this collaboration with Multimatic Motorsports.
Yeah, so Multimatic has been working with us, like on the Ford GT program, 16 when we went back to Le Mans, and 50 years later, and finished first and second again, not 1, 2, 3 this time, close to 1, 2, 3. And then they do work with us on the racing side, on the track side. So like our GT3, GT4, our Dark Horse series. So they've been a good performance partner, and they are the apex of that track performance. And what better way to marry the Ford performance engineering and Multimatic's prowess together to build a car that's sub 7 minute on the ring?
What do you tell consumers who wonder, okay, so you're able to achieve this kind of performance? What does that mean as we carry it over, this kind of innovation and performance to the consumer side?
Yeah, so there's two tech transfer messages really. One is what we call, the performance attributes, right? So the engineers like Mark Lacrone or Steve Thompson, like working on programs like on these vehicles, what they learn can translate to other programs through their own personal, like working on different programs throughout it. The other one is the technology from racing. What you can learn can help the base Mustang be better. So in the past, what we'd do is we'd go from road to race, meaning you'd get your Gen 5 Mustang out of Flat Rock assembly plant, and then all of a sudden you'd then convert it to racing. This time we took the race car and then we made it a street legal version of it. So there's a lot of learnings in that, and that passion transfer, if you will, where people are passionate to get this done. That passion also leads into better cars and trucks on the road.
And you've got these advanced technologies that you're working with, the active aerodynamics, I think, and carbon
Yeah.
ceramic brakes.
Yeah, so I mean, first time we put carbon ceramics on Mustang, on a street version of Mustang. But if you think of, a car that's capable of 200 plus miles an hour, you got to be able to stop it, right? And so you have the 6-piston Brembos on these carbon ceramic, about 15-inch front carbon ceramics, and 4 pistons on the rear that really, bring that vehicle to a stop. So that's technology that we can take and help you on your F-150 and help you on your Explorers.
Terrific. So tell us about this documentary, this little documentary that's been produced, The Road to the Ring. Tell us about it.
Oh, it was so much fun. Seriously, and now that the video is out there, um, this was a very hard challenge that was directed by Bill Ford and Jim Farley and Larry Holt and Greg Goodall, like, to go after it. And then what we were able to do with it, and even the Nürburgring team themselves were so excited about it, we added the drama into it, because you're never all going to be perfect when you go through this. And you'll hear Dirk at one point in time in the video saying, "Hey, this thing's down on power, and I need a little bit of help." It's the learning and the drama that says, "Hey, almost 18 months ago, we sat there and said, hey, we're going to do a sub 7-minute car." And this video delivers on that, but also shows the drama and the edge of your seat that is running on the ring at sub 7 minutes, that we think the audience, whether you're a car fan or whether you're a track fan or not, you might get some enjoyment out of this video. So we're really excited about it.
Let's take a look at the trailer for this, Jim.
Nürburgring is the world's most difficult track.
The slightest mistake will cost you.
Because it's a very hard place to get around without crashing. It's 20.8 kilometers long.
Very fast corners, speeds of 200 miles an hour.
It has a nickname.
The Green Hell. We wanted to really compete with the best in the world with Mustang.
There's no North American manufacturer that's done a sub-7 lap yet.
That target of getting under 7 minutes puts you in rarefied atmosphere. Nürburgring lap time. It's the standard by which all performance cars are measured. You can't hide from a bad lap time at the Nürburgring.
And if you can run under 7 minutes, you're in the history books forever.
This is just a whole new level of Mustang.
The car's an absolute rocket ship.
It is a Mustang, but it is the best Mustang ever. Our mission with GTD is pretty simple, is go beat the Europeans on their turf. That's the Nürburgring.
Let's get the tires. Blankets. You good to go?
You can't set a great time with 99% greatness.
If you're going in just too slow, lap time is lost.
If we can do this,
nobody can take it away from us.
Yes, it's going to be tough, it's going to be challenging, but that's what we do.
and it takes a lot of people putting their heart and soul into it. And all I would say to all of them is thank you. And I hope you lay it all on the goddamn line.
That sounded quick.
And how can people watch it?
Yeah, they can go into the Ford.com under Ford Performance. It is on the Mustang Instagram and on TikTok. So there's multiple ways where you can do it. And of course, you can always go to the Nürburgring, their site that'll have it ranked in the top 5 of sports cars all time.
Just awesome. What are your thoughts about the future of high performance sports cars and in the context, the overall context of evolving automotive technologies?
Yeah, and it's the leading edge. if you take it back, Henry Ford in 1901 started Ford Motor Company on a racetrack, right? He went in, challenged Alexander Winton to a 10-lap grudge match race in Grosse Pointe Farms, Michigan. He sold the car that day. He sold the trophy that day, took the winnings that he got from the race, grabbed some investors out of the stand, and 18 months later started Ford Motor Company. Now, he didn't win because he was the fastest. He developed with his crew chief, Spider Huff, on his firing mechanism, he put some porcelain around it from his dentist that ended up being what we know today as the spark plug that protected the firing mechanism from the dirt track. That technology learned on the racetrack was in the vehicles going forward. And regardless of powertrain, regardless of suspension, regardless of all of those things that you're doing in racing today, will generate those leading edge technologies that will be in the vehicles later.
Great history. So for more info, again, I guess Ford.com.
Ford.com. Yeah, you can go to Ford.com and the Mustang GTD and performance, and you can get a view into the drama of being sub 7 minutes on a 72 turn course in beautiful Germany.
Well, congratulations to the whole team there. Jim Owens, thanks for spending time with us.
Thanks so much, Fred. It was good seeing you.